Hi Aries, welcome to your weekly reading, my darlings. This is going to be for the 16th to the 22nd. We're going to see what's happening the week ahead with this lovely deck here, and then we're going to go ahead and pull a lovely little affirmation for you all from this deck here. So without further ado, let's see what's happening for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Aries, we have a new moon coming up in your sign the following week, but if you are someone that gets sensitive to moon energy, and since it is in your sign, you may begin feeling elements of that this week towards the end of the week. But we're going to see what's happening here for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising in the week ahead. So here's your Monday, Tuesday, my darlings. Your Wednesday, Thursday. Wednesday, Thursday. Come on. There we are. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. There we are, my dears. So for Monday, Tuesday, you all have celebrate differences. Well, this is very nice. This is this is coming in with a grain of salt, Aries. For some of you, when I looked at this card, I heard agree to disagree. So I feel, and you guys have had a lot coming up. I haven't done Libra's reading yet, but over the past few weeks, a lot of your readings have been like very similar to Libra's, or when I've been using the tarot cards, like a Libra card would come up for them, and then when I did the Libra reading, an Aries card would come up for them. And I've been seeing in the comments, a lot of people have been saying, yep, I know who that is, I know who that is. So for a lot of you, and we've been talking about how there's going to be like this peaceful resolution at some point, or there's going to be like at this point where like the boundaries are being defined or, you know, figured out. So I feel that this Monday, Tuesday energy, like this is when you guys are really beginning to move past this. This is when you guys are really beginning to get in the flow of the new dynamic of things, get into the flow of how things are going to be moving forward. Now, the unicorn here is very magical, very pure, very free-spirited, and the dolphin is very playful, okay? We have the nautilus shell here, so this is going to be about ascension, coming into a higher vibration. So I do feel, Aries, that a lot of people are going to be seeing you Monday, Tuesday as more carefree, more carefree. If you have been one of those Aries where you always feel responsible for everything, like say, you know, at work, you're the one that's always putting out all the fires, or you're the one that's always having to be in charge. I feel that's something that happens with Aries because your personalities, you guys are very self-motivated. You're very driven, and you're constantly pushing yourselves to do better and to excel and to succeed. So you'll see something, and a lot of Aries will be quick to take action, and because of this, you kind of end up like in charge, even if you're not officially in charge, right? Like people are looking to you about, oh, you know, they're asking you what needs to be done. And so some of you are coming more into just this playfulness where you're like, you know what, it's not my job, it's not my responsibility to be going around putting on everybody's fires. Some of you are going to be having time off because a lot of companies, especially where you are in the world right now, and it's not just here in the United States, I know it's happening other places too. There's precautions being taken with the quarantining issues because of the virus scares and things. So some of you may even be coming into a blessing in disguise. You know, maybe you're having time off work, or you're staying home more, or you're, you know, not being as social, but it's giving you just kind of a chance to like find yourself and do what feels good for you. Maybe even get into some inner child work. But there seems to just be this time of being able to be in your imagination, being able to be in your creativity, being able to be in your imagination, dreaming, all this kind of energy. And whatever power struggle was happening, I feel like this is actually this is the actual, like, okay, we're in the flow of the new dynamic of this relationship or situation. Some of you are preparing to do some kind of temporary relocating. I'm hearing migration. You know, like the birds will migrate for the winter to the warmer climates, and then they'll all go back home later. something like this. I feel like you're preparing to spend a season elsewhere. So I don't know if you're a student, if you're getting into like studying abroad or doing some kind of foreign exchange thing, or your job is preparing to send you someplace for a while and then come back, or because of the recent, what's happening, maybe you're planning or thinking to go and be closer to family for a little bit. And you have some concerns because I feel like you don't want it to be permanent. So I feel like you're doing some planning and preparation to just like make sure, okay, well, this is the time frame. This is how long I'll be here. This is how long I'm going to do this. Like you're setting the limits about some kind of travel and some kind of time away from home or what you consider to be home. Okay, your next card here for midweek, you have laughter. And we talked about coming into that lighter energy. And here, sure enough, we have this laughter energy. We have this happiness. Look at how happy this little kid is here. And we talked about inner child work when we've got like this childlike spirit here. Just really happy, pointing. The two little kids, actually. So like a playfulness. And again, you guys are having all of these winged horses. Not all these cards have winged horses, but two of your cards are coming up with the winged horses. So very much purity, imagination, innocence. Aries, I feel that in this new moon energy, a lot of you are shedding, I just heard bossiness. A lot of you are shedding the label of bossiness or coldness. Some of you maybe are seen as like all business and no play, and that dynamic or that view of yourself is being shed, is being released. I also do feel like some of you are having a lot of playfulness. This is coming up again. This came up for you guys last week, and I'm feeling it again in this week's reading. I think it was last week or the week before, where some of you may have been connecting with a childhood friend that maybe you had a lot of big dreams with or big ideas with. And so I feel that this is that person. For those of you that ended up connecting with this person or bringing this person on to your projects or plans or business or whatever, like this is continuing to go well. This is continuing to move and flow smoothly for you. You may even be traveling with this person. Okay, I think there's ideas here about traveling or going and seeing different places, sense of wonder. I'm just getting like a load being lifted. So if you haven't had somebody coming up from the past, then what I'm going to say is you have a very significant, very, very special, I'm going to emphasize here for the majority of you that this is a new person. This will be non-romantic, but a soulmate, a very significant soulmate that you have a very strong past life connection with and a contract with. And I feel the contract here is to bring in that good karma, the good karmic relationship, where there's a lot of healing that's going to open doors to manifesting and true love and all these other wonderful things. But there's a lot of healing coming through this connection with this person. So if you haven't already made the connection in like a childhood friend returning into your life, then it's going to be in the near future someone from a past life returning, reconciling with you in this life, or meeting up, reuniting, I should say. Not reconciling, because reconciling means you all had a fight, and I don't feel that. More like a reuniting with a significant past life connection. Non-romantic, but it will open the door for healing that will help you call that in. Your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is clear out the old. So here we are. Sure enough, this is very, very, very spot on. I said towards the end of the week, you guys might be picking up that new moon energy. Now, the new moon typically is a time of calling in new things, manifesting new things, new beginnings, new creation. And the full moon is typically a time of releasing the old. Some new moons, however, will have a full moon vibe. And the new moon in Aries happening next week is going to be one of those moons. It's going to have a full moon vibe. So new moons, typically people don't get emotional. But what's happening in this new moon in Aries, it's specifically around clearing out karmic agreements, karmic wounds, past life wounds, deep family stuff, deep childhood stuff. All of this stuff is being cleared away, like being erased from your record, so that you're not carrying it into future lifetimes, or you're not carrying it into future relationships. It's like you're preparing to receive. So all that stuff is getting cleared out. Some people will feel physically ill. Some people will feel aches and pains. But when you're very sensitive to moon energy, you will feel that moon energy coming in 3 days before the actual, new moon or full moon. And this period of time would set us to about 3 days before that new moon that's going to be coming in. So a lot of you are really beginning to feel that energy of release, right? You're seeing all this good stuff happen. One thing I will say for you, Aries, I feel like this is kind of a blessing, because right here I feel the sense or the feeling of the heart opening up, like the heart opening up. And it feels to me like you're having so much emotional support or inspiration or imagination that's coming in for you, where as you come into the end of the week and it's time for that release energy, you're doing it gladly. Like it's like, I'm ready to let go of this now. I'm ready to release this now. I'm ready to just kind of let my heart feel and open up and do what it needs to do emotionally, and not have fear about it. The blindfold again makes me think of Libra, because the tarot card, the Justice card, sometimes there's a blindfold, right? So again, something healing. You're healing something with a Libra, and it's gonna be better. It's gonna be better. We have the rainbow, we have the flower. So they're definitely connected with your karma. They're definitely connected with your karma, and you are connected to theirs. But there's a peaceful resolution, and there's a free-spiritedness. There's a playfulness. There's some buddy, some friend, some partner in crime coming up here. So this is positive energy, Aries. Let's go ahead and see what your affirmation is. And again, I always encourage you guys to watch your moon, sun, and rising sun videos as well, because some weeks those may resonate with you more than others. You may need a private reading because these are general. These are general readings. So I'm more than happy to give you a private reading. If you want to click on the Calendly link and schedule a private reading with me there, please feel free to do so. And your affirmation is, I trust that my powerful intentions combined with my faith are enough to allow my vision to become my reality. The fact that faith is in capital letters for me here makes me feel like that, well, I mean, are enough is also in capital letters here, but faith jumped out at me. Like when I read faith and I saw it in all caps, like it jumped out at me. So this might be significant for some of you. Like some of you may have been like, oh crap, like I've been trying to have more faith, or faith might be like a word that has a powerful connotation for you, not necessarily a religious one. Okay, it might not necessarily be religious in terms of, faith having to do with religion. It could be just like, faith in yourself or faith in humanity, right? Just this belief or this high-held optimism, or, you might be linking it with intention, right? Like for you, intention and faith may be synonymous. It might be, I feel like some of you are like laughing because you have it somewhere. Like you have it like, you have it on you, like a necklace, or like something that you're putting on, or you put it on yourself, or you have it somewhere in your home. Like maybe you got like a decal or something, or like wall art. But I'm feeling a sense of like art that says faith, that's being displayed or seen or worn. So this is coming in for you, just like Spirit is saying, we see that you did that. Spirit is acknowledging that we led you to do this. We guided you to do this. So continue in your intentions. Continue in your belief. Hold your vision, okay? And you're going to be manifesting. You're going to be creating a reality, all right? And I feel whatever's happening with travel here is a part of this as well. It's a part of your vision or your plan, your long-term plan, the things that you're manifesting. Some of you may even be picking up things or items or going to healers or things along the way, along these travels that are directly connected to helping you manifest this vision into reality. All right, Aries. Again, this is general. This isn't like a specific reading. So if you want something specific, more individual, please do click on the Calendly link and schedule a reading with me there. And if you want more love, like love info, the love readings are separate on my channel, but they are linked in the description if you want to watch that. And feel free to watch the channeled angel message. Normally I do one for each zodiac sign, but this month, because so much has been going on, there's just one for everybody. The April channeled messages, there will be 12 for each zodiac sign. Again, my dears. Again, thank you for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. And don't forget, my dears, every single day on Amethyst Angellight, Facebook and Instagram, I post a card of the day with a daily message, and I do a fun little pick a card game. So take advantage of that by keeping up with the social media as well. Thanks for watching, and have a fabulous week.